Good morning guys, in today's video we will make a mining moon base. This base is like a tutorial base because it's all made with stock parts. I have some mods and when I say a lot of mods. I'm not using any of them because I want to make this base totally stock. So let's see this base better. So I'm not a pro at making big rockets, so this is my best, but the base is this. It's a really simple base, a little bit messy, but because it's all of these things structural for make it not crash. So it has 4 drilomatics, the heat panels, solar panels, some minerals, fuel tanks, little engine, and some SAS, monopropellant, some crew, and a big antenna. So it has lots of science, as you can see here, a lot, and it's a pretty good base, especially for this ring. Is really cool to look because this rim is not necessary, it's only for better looking. So the other part is the vector, the rocket. We will push this thing to the moon. So it's not the best rocket ever. In fact, look at the delta V is not too good. So as here there is 4 engines and a big one, and then another smaller low thrust engine. So let's do this. Let's launch this thing to the moon. I hope it will be a good launch because controlling heavy rockets like this is not easy at all. So you need to control it really good and to incline it to the right degrees, because if you incline it too much at the start is a problem, if too low is another problem. So it's better it's better if you are really careful. So let's start, and let's starting to incline it just a bit. I will activate the SAS. I know it's a waste of monopropellant, but I need for more control, because more control I have, better it is. So I have activated the aerodynamic force of relay, so I can see what forces are pushing my rocket. As you can see, there's this force. This force, if it is big, it will be a big problem. It will push the rocket to this side and to doom. So we need to counter this force. As you can see, it's better if it's not too big, because after this you cannot control it. It's too unstable, and you need to look at this navisphere, because if you go like here or here, your orbit will be not in the right position. So let's start, make our degrees about 20 or 30, and let's keep it the central point on this line, at the 90 degrees line. Okay, now I think 30 is perfect. We have lost our 4. Oh no, I was knowing that there will be a crash. So let's start this launch again. This is sometimes happens, is not a good thing. So before launching it, I will teach you an important thing. This can happen. As you can see, I put the largest separations here, this, but it's not enough. So we need another thing. In engines, there is a tiny thing. Where is it? This tiny, and as you can think is stupid thing, actually is pretty useful if you put that like 4 of them in your rocket here, and another 2 here, what he will do now, for first you need to put in the same stage of the decoupler, of the lateral decoupler. So let's put them right here. What they will do when this will decouple, all of this little engine that are with solid fuel will go on, and these things will go away without crashing everything. So let's see this in action. It's really useful. It can seem so little and not important thing, but in fact it can save your launch, especially if you are not near Kerbin like I was. You're in another planet, you need to decouple these things and it will end badly. So let's start fast because I don't want to waste too much time. Let's start to inclinate yourself, activating the aerodynamic force overlay for see that blue trolling force that can kill our launch. As you can see, so it becomes pretty big if I do too hard maneuvers. So I need to be really smooth and in the line. I need to be in the line more accurate I can. So let's starting to go at about 40 degrees or 30 when we reach this more blue, the dark blue part at 20 for have a better circularization around the earth. So we are at 40. Now let's go slowly ahead of 30 for use less delta V and less fuel. When these fuel tanks will drain, we will decouple them, and let's reduce the engine power because we don't need all of this power. So now is the part of that little things. As you can see, now the engines are down, and when we activate them, look at the engines. They pull them away safely and they start spinning. So for now it's better if you lower the engine because we don't need it at all. Let's see, our hyperapsid is perfect. I think too low, but let's raise it up just a bit at 70 meters. Okay, now fast and maneuver, prograde maximum. When we have a 70, perfect. Now we will go to the maneuver right now. Fast little rocket because we have not too much time and I don't think we can do it with this stage, but we have another stage with a lot of delta V that I hope can take us to the moon. I hope so. Let's go to the maneuver with the automatic pilot. Let's go ahead just a bit, and now we can start the board. So meanwhile I want to look where the moon it is. It's not in a good position. I will use this command. This is so useful for players that don't have much experience. I'm using it because I don't have too much time and because I'm not best at doing maneuvers. I'm using this too because it's pretty useful, but it has some problems, like you need to have a good orbit, not too much inclination or lots of things. So you need to have a really good orbit around the Earth. So let's see, when the preopsid is done, something went wrong. Let's go right there to here and let's correct our maneuver because the preopsid is too low. We will burn again in the atmosphere. Let's go prograde faster, please. Fortunately, I put lots of these little things because they are useful, always useful. So let's do a little correction burn. Perfect. Now it's time to look a new orbit, and let's create it to moon. Create, perfect. We have a perfect moon encounter. So as you can see, it's pretty close. It's good. It's about 1 day. Let's start to accelerate faster. Let's start rotating around around Kerbin until this timer goes down to 1 minute or something like this. So let's do a fast acceleration. 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 3, 2. Okay, now let's go down for be sure that we don't make any mess. Oh, important. When you are here near an important maneuver, do a quick save. It's really important, is the F5 button in the keyboard, so do it. It's really important. It can save your launch, because sometimes I do a crash or I miss the maneuver and I only reload the quick save without any problems. So do it. It don't cost anything. Just press that button. So let's go ahead. Now I think we need to slow down a bit for so 10 minutes. Yes, about 10 minutes. 9, 8, 7, and the countdown. So here we are, 1 minute, perfect. Let's see if we are in the right position. Here there is Kerbin, and yes, here there is the maneuver perfectly. So now let's start burning really slowly. Okay, there's this clock thing that is really useful too, that make an alarm when you're doing like things, too much things. This warn you that you're near your maneuver. So we are burning right now, so let's wait a bit. So here we are really near our perfect board. Let's go slowly. No, too much. Let's go back because we did a mess. Because as you can see, we are going directly into the moon. So maneuver or retrograde. Okay, now it's perfect. Yes, perfect. Our maneuver now is perfect. We have an encounter with moon. As you can see, I have already some like things. They are not vessels, they are things that are launched, like rovers, bucket rovers, like repeaters and something like this. But for now we are going to wait a lot. Let's go a fast time forward. We are going pretty slow, so this is a good thing, because when we will need, oh, we are accelerating. Nothing can be perfect, so when we are here, we need to circularize around moon, and it's not too much delta V. I think more. I think with this thing we can go like to minus without problem. As you can see, we have got a gravity assist. So this video is a moon base. If you want a minus base, tell me in the comments, but for now I will make this only a moon base. Perfect. Now let's go fast forward like here for being ready to do the circularization around the moon. Again, before the maneuver, when this fast forward time will stop, I will do a quick save for prevent any trouble, because it can happen anything. but when I say anything, I say anything. The Kraken can appear too, so let's quickly save this. Now we are near, so we can do manually the fast forward. Perfect. Now let's go really slowly with the minimum power throttle. As you can see, like 100 kilonewtons. We can already remove the fairing because we don't need it, and we can see our little craft. So let's extend our solar powers, solar panels, for have a better view of our little ship. Turn on the lights only for fun because we don't need them. Okay, I get a little bit distracted, so we are going away from moon. So let's reload the quick save. That's why I make it. I'm not making this for to see you why I need a quick save, but as you can see, I've done it wrong, or I simply didn't remain to turn on the engine, and I simply quick reloaded, and without any problem I simply removed it, any problem. So let's wait a bit. Here there is the apoapsid, and we need the periapsid that is right here. So let's stop right here. Let's go to the apoapsid. Let's cancel this maneuver. Let's go ahead here and then make a maneuver for land near these two vessels in this crater, because it's flat, I think, and I hope it's flat. So let's make here a maneuver. What's the problem? Oh, I think there is a clock, I don't know. Oh, here there is. Okay, close the clock thing. Okay, now why you can make a maneuver? There's a problem. Okay, once I don't know, I don't remember why I can make it, but there is a thing called manual commands that you can make. The only thing you need to do is go on. What I did? Oh, I was getting scared that I decoupled the thing. So let's make another quick save for not having any problem. So here we are, retrograde, minimum power, and let's see where it goes. So when sometimes the maneuver command, I don't remember why, but it don't work. So I'm using the SGS right now because I have lots of them, like thruster, for be more accurate. I will land like here in the middle. What I got? Okay, perfect. Now, oh, I will land here, so not perfect. Let's go more ahead. What's the periapsid? No, I don't want a periapsid. Perfect. No more periapsid. I will land in this part of the moon. Is perfect. So let's fast forward right here. Here there will be a such big problem that I'm really scared. What is this problem? Simple. We have this stage, but the landing gears are in this stage. So while we are slowing down ourselves, we need to go decouple this stage and go away and then land, because this stage it hasn't so much data I've made it for emergency, so it will be a big challenge, I think. We are really far from the surface, so we can go fast forward ahead just a bit. Okay, so I think we go too much close now. For be sure, I will go at minimum power. Oh, right. So 80,000 meters from the ground. We're going to land about here. I hope not in this steep hill because I hate them, the hills. So let's slow down more faster because here is a perfect spot. Unfortunately, we have lots of delta V, so we can make everything we want. If there is a cool place to make kerbal jumps, I've got only one kerbal. This is the problem, but we can take more kerbals if we want and make like a big slide for kerbals. So let's go ahead. We're going pretty fast. I hope not too much. As you can see, more we go, the retrograde button is more here and the center. It need to be here perfectly for land. Okay, now we need to slow down. So, what the heck just, oh right, we're going up now. So, this can happen if you go too much fast. So, I think is the moment because we are really close to the surface, lots of delta V in the other. So let's decouple this one. Minimum power, way perfect. Now is this little stage will crash into your heads. We make a mess, guys, because this thing will crash us, and it's not a good scenario. So it's better if we take the manual controls for save ourselves. Okay, I think it's going further, so it's not such a big problem, but I don't want to risk it also. Just a little correction like this will keep her safe. So let's go on retrograde. Yes, it's pretty far, so we don't have any problem. Let's slow down up. Okay, bye stage. You are a good stage. Bye, goodbye. And the stage is dead. He was a good stage. It transport us to the moon. RIP stage. Explosions. So we're pretty close to the surface. Let's slow down a bit. I don't want to make a hard landing. Here. Soft. And here we are on the moon. Perfect, that's really soft landing, I hope. So let's extend all of our scientific things. Hello, let's open these. Let's activate our things that will help us to mine the surface of the moon and gain a lot of things. So I hope this base is really good. So it's really good base because there's big solar panels. Yeah, big. Now let's start mining the surface, and the heat is perfect because of these things. Let's activate all of these mining. I don't have a converter-tron, but this is not a moving base. It is a base that will stay here forever. If some crafts like or rovers come here, you can think, but they can't refuel in the space because there is no converter-tron, there is no Calampotrons, and this is not a big problem. Sometimes I will come here with an engineer. No, why we are going up? I'm so dumb. Let's shut down the engine for not having any problem at minimum. So if we activate it for error, the trust will be like nothing. Okay, so we are here and let's turn on the lights for the last thing. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And let's see you in another video or Kerbal Space Program videos.